Are you happy with the state of our politics in Trinidad today?
Now, that's a setup question. Who could be happy with the state of politics? Absolutely no one. So my answer is an unequivocal no. But we have a debate going on whether it is the people at the top who are influencing the behavior below, or whether the fact, because the people at the top come from among the people who would be below, that they are simply reflecting what is going on lower down. It's a no-win discussion. And whatever it is, I think our politicians have to take ownership of the fact that once they are there and they are on the national platform and they have a profile and people are looking, that they are duty bound to conduct themselves and their business in a particular way. Because it's like, if the priest could pay, who is me? Unfortunately, too many of them don't seem to either understand or accept that responsibility, or are not prepared to live it out. And I really don't know where we expect the country to get if that is the attitude.
There's the issue of our race relations. Do you have hope that that will get any better at any time soon?
Well, it can only get better if those at the top educate, guide, lead, and are examples for those who follow them and listen to them. And when I say those at the top, we have to deal, of course, with politicians, but also media personalities. I mean, I have paid very close attention to Facebook since I've been in office. And I don't think I'm any different from any responsible citizen at being absolutely appalled at what plays out in social media on a racial basis. I accept that there are many decisions, pronouncements, whatever that I have made as president that could be subject to scrutiny, discussion, disagreement. But sometimes when you look at the comments, they are so racially biased. In fact, there's one particular comment that comes on the Office of the President's page all the time. Of course, you never know who is whom because it's a name. So it's a name of East Indian heritage. And I laughed and laughed and laughed when there was a string of appointments of people of African heritage. It just so happened, because I think if you count the numbers, you will realize that they are not that off. But there was a number, and this person kept on commenting on it. Like, okay, in other words, well, it's only African people you're appointing. And then came the appointment of an East Indian gentleman. And from the time of the appointment, I was saying, well, let me see what the comment will be now. It was a reappointment. So the person now turned. It's only these set of old people who do already that you put in them again, why you don't put somebody new? And I thought, oh dear, we definitely can't satisfy you, can we? So you look at it and you think about, what is that? Some of the comments are so abusive. So even though you don't agree with the point or the decision, that's fine. But why do you need to be abusive? And then why is your abuse in racist terms? You could just disagree with the principle. And that's that. I think social media has given people an opportunity to express themselves. And I think it's something that feeds on itself. And sometimes it's not even what you really are feeling. It's not what you do day to day. But you just like the idea that you could fire off any kind of ignorant, abusive idea under the anonymity of social media. And so you do it. You are feeling empowered by this ability to communicate to the world at large. And it's very sad, because once we remain polarized like that, then we cannot come together to achieve anything. And there are many things, if we don't come together, we will not achieve them. They cannot be achieved in two separate silos. Right? And I don't know that our leaders I mean leaders in so many different spheres, not only political leaders, just not seeming to understand that. It's very sad, and I have no crystal ball to say where this will end. But if we go on as we do, I don't think you need a crystal ball to know that it cannot end well.
It pops its head mostly after an election. When one side loses, you hear all sorts of nasty comments.
Let me agree with you and then disagree with you in a way. Because what I find is that after the last election, it has not subsided as is the usual pattern. And that is what is frightening.